Hi, good morning. Welcome to DBS this morning. My name is Maureen. I hope you had a safe and enjoyable night. There was a lot of rain out here tonight, last night, but you know what? We are here, giving thanks and praises to be alive and to be here. Our show this morning is going to be very interesting. I hope you'll stick around. Yeah, blue is the color for today, but let's tap into the news desk. Let's see what the guys are saying over there, and then we'll come back with the features in just a second.
Good morning. Time now for the news. My name is Timothy Polio. Much anticipated reports of the Select Parliament Committee charged with investigating allegations made by the leader of the opposition against two government MPs were expected to be presented during a sitting of the House of Assembly yesterday. However, when it convened nearly 2 hours after the scheduled 10 a.m. start, all expectations were dashed as a decision was taken to defer debate on the reports.
The report of the Select Committee investigating statements made by the leader of the opposition has been long in coming. At issue are claims by Alan Chasney that Castries South MP Dr. Ernest Hilaire held a joint account with St. Lucia's former permanent representative to the International Maritime Organization, Walid Jufali, and Castries Central MP Richard Frederick was issued a 3-day visa to attend the United Nations meeting on behalf of CARICOM. Objections by the two MPs saw efforts to take Alan Chasney before the Privileges Committee, but a mounted legal challenge led to a rethink of the procedure and the subsequent establishment of the Select Committee, chaired by Deputy Speaker Jeremiah Norbert. Opposition MP Bradley Felix declined to sit on the committee, citing concerns about fairness.
I indicated that as I am willing to partake in any special Select Committee to deal with any of the myriad of issues that face our country, but I will not take part in this particular one because I was concerned about, that I think it would have been a very biased outcome. As a matter of fact, the report is being laid today, and I've not gotten a copy, not necessarily because I did not take part, but if it's being laid in Parliament, every member of Parliament is supposed to get it. How can I respond? How can I debate the report if I'm not aware of what the contents are?
That's a broadcast. Thank you so much for watching and listening to the morning news. Coming up at noon is our next news major, the Lunchtime Report. I'm Timothy Polio. Good morning.
Thanks, guys. We take a break and come right back. Here's our first feature. We took a trip down this Saturday. Yeah, we actually worked on Saturday this time around, much to the annoyance of our camera guy. No, not going to say that. He enjoyed it. We went over to the Derek Walcott Square because the First National Bank was hosting their annual used car show. Incidentally, at that particular event, they also launched 2 other campaigns, and we caught up with 2 of the members. Well, it's Saturday morning, and we happen to be down on the square, not by chance, because on Saturday mornings, unless I'm in the gym, you would not find me in Castries. But there was reason for being here today, because the First National Bank is at it again, their 85th anniversary, but also they have launched 3 different campaigns. Those campaigns are, I had to rope in my good friend here, Sheridan from marketing, and of course, Mr. Solomon here from corporate banking. Corporate banking, because I heard those promotions rolled out, and I'm like, wow, they are always thinking about us, don't?
Yes,
and it feels good because you guys are Indigenous Bank, which makes it. I mean, I've always thought your name should have been the other name, but we're not going to go there, because it really does. You incorporate this feel. That is a St. Lucian authentic bank that looks out for the interests of St. Lucian. So, talking of what is happening, Sheridan, we're going to come over to you first. What's happening, darling?
Okay, so right now we're at Derek Walcott Square and we're having our used car showcase. So this is part of our 85th anniversary celebration. And we 2 months ago, we launched our new vehicles campaign, and we had a showcase at the Beausejour Promenade, which
Right.
was
Oh,
a
yeah.
great success.
Happened to
And we had customers saying, hey, I can't afford a new vehicle. What about a used vehicle?
Right.
So hence the reason we decided, okay, we're going to cater to the needs of customers who cannot afford a new vehicle, and we came up with our used car show, and we're having the showcase right now. We have 5 registered car dealers on board, on premise right now, along with our sales professionals. The car dealers brought their fleet of vehicles so customers can have a look, watch the engine, the interior, and select the car that is right for them. The campaign has an interest rate of 5.99%,
Wow.
Maureen. 5.99%, zero deposit on vehicles 1 to 2 years. And we went further with a 4.99% on a hybrid vehicle, because you know persons now are checking their pennies.
Oh, yes.
You know, they're looking at the environment and figure, hey, I don't want nothing to spoil the environment. I want a hybrid.
Yes.
First National Bank is supporting that movement by encouraging them with a 4.99%.
So you see, when you say go past the lip service, you're now creating the environment where you support what the environment needs.
That's
I like
right.
this.
That's
now
right.
let's come on over to you, Solomon, because we learned of a few of the campaigns, and those are remarkable. I mean, the 85 person to get 100% financing on mortgage,
Yes.
plus the switching of the mortgages. This is amazing stuff.
Yes.
You give us a little briefing on that. Let's talk about those campaigns.
Okay, so the 100% financing on mortgages, like I said, well, it's 100% financing. As you know, many people are looking to own their own homes, but I mean, the average price of a home, let's say between $300,000 and $500,000. How many people do you know have $30,000 or $50,000 deposit to put down on that? So we're playing our part by this promotion, 100% financing. So whatever the cost of the home, you meet all the criteria, you come in, there's no deposit, you get your mortgage.
Right.
With the switch campaign, the mortgage switch, so let's say you have your mortgage at another bank and you want to come over to us,
Right.
we will not only do the 100% financing, but we will go, should I say, 2 steps further. One, there's no negotiation fees.
Right.
So,
Break that down for me. I'm a little lost on that.
all right,
What
so
does that mean?
a negotiation fee, basically when you come to get a credit facility from a bank, so let's say you come to get $100,000.
Right.
The bank would normally charge you 1%, which would work out to be $1,000. That is your negotiation
Just to
fee.
talk?
Just to talk, to put the paperwork together,
Okay,
to do the
right.
application,
Okay,
get it
then.
approved,
Right.
prepare the disbursement documents.
Oh, that's
so
it, yeah.
yes,
Right,
that sort of
okay.
thing. So basically, we waive in that fee. There's no negotiation
Nice.
fee. We do everything. You don't have to pay for that. We've
Right.
gone one step further. You know, with a switch mortgage, you would have to get a new mortgage in place. So if your mortgage is at this bank across the road,
Right.
and you're coming over to First National Bank,
Right.
you would have to get an attorney to prepare new mortgage documents for you. Now, there's a cost attached to
Yes.
that. So we've gone, like I said, a step further. We are taking care of up to $20,000 of your legal fees.
Wow.
So say, for example, your legal fees actually works out to be $13,000. You pay nothing. If it works out to be $21,000, you only pay $1,000 because we'll cover $20,000.
Wow.
So
You smiling. Listen, you got to be smiling, because when you roll out promotions like that, being involved and being part of an institution who you can walk out and walk to people and say, this is what we're doing, must feel proud. You must feel
yes,
very
of
proud,
course.
innit?
Yes, we
Right.
are. I am. Yes, we are.
Maureen, let's not forget First National Bank was the first to introduce 100% financing on mortgages in
Right.
St. Lucia, and we're just
It did it 5 years
reintroducing
ago,
that.
innit?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
for our
5 years
80th
ago.
anniversary,
Right.
and 80 customers got the opportunity
Right.
to own a home. So this time around, for our 85th, we figured, hey, why not do it again? I mean,
this.
labor de bon.
I like
so,
this. I really,
so we
really like
reintroduced it, and we're giving 85 customers the opportunity to own a home, a piece of land in St. Lucia.
Right, wonderful. So, persons that might be viewing our show now and didn't come down to the show here, they need to come into your institution. What do they need to apply for this? Any particular?
The documents?
All right.
Yeah.
In terms of the documents, so job letter, of course. You would need, well, apart from the job letter, 2 pay slips. Okay, well, with the mortgage, so with the switch, you would need the particulars.
Right.
So we would need a statement from that bank to
Right.
indicate, of course, balances, what rate you have at the time, and also if it's a purchase, or if it's a purchase, we would need the sale agreement from the vendor. If it's construction, because that all forms part of the whole mortgage campaign, we would need, of course, the QS estimates and the likes thereof. But
Right.
essentially, that's it.
That's about it.
Yes.
You know, come on in. I mean, these are nice people. Come on down and have the conversation. They're going to guide you. It seems like they're very good in guiding you along that path. So, gentlemen, lady, I'm going to enjoy what's left of this. I know you guys are enticing me now. Does that work? I mean, a non-national can we?
If
We'd
you
have to meet what
proof-
criteria?
Yeah,
We
as
have to
long as
move
you
there.
bring proof as you work, live in St. Lucia, proof of your St. Lucian tie,
Yeah.
then you
Well,
qualify.
listen, I roll enough on with my full St. Lucianism. You know, wait on me, guys. Thank you for chatting with us, and
It
thank you
was
for
a
rolling out
pleasure.
this amazing campaign and continuing to do it on behalf of the people.
Yes,
Thank
that's
you.
right.
It's National
Thank
Bank,
you
isn't it? Here for you, isn't it?
Yes.
Here for you.
Yes.
Best
National
believe.
Bank
For you.
here for you.
And now for our second feature. Wow, I had to sit down with a very good friend of mine. I hope you find our conversation interesting. Sister Mary Michael is the name. Well, good morning. Here we are. We are blessed and privileged to be in the comfort and the company of Sister Mary Michael. That's my good friend. That's the reason I'm able to have her on the show with me this morning. I thought it was really nice and cool, you know, to just get a perspective on her life and, you know, probably share it with you, the viewers. You might find it interesting. She chose a life, well, she was called to, and she answered that call to a life of absolute and total service. Now, that could be a difficult thing for a lot of us normal human. So quite interesting. I always wanted to talk to her about, you know, her journey and what it means to her, and you know, I also want to quiz her even if she ever feels like, you know, I'm missing out on the world, you know. So sister, it just interests me, like I said, you know, the life of the full-time life of service, you know, as a human in a human setting, but choosing to answer that call of your gift and your calling to service, full-time service. Tell me about that. How did this happen? When did you realize you wanted to be a service provider in that light?
Okay, thank you very much for the question. My realization, like I say, comes up from when I was in Tinza. When I was in that age, when I was in primary school, I noticed that I have the call. Like example, if I go anywhere that we mingle with some sisters, some nuns, when I see them, I do admire them secretly. So that's what I will be saying in my mind, oh, I want to be like this nun, I want to be like this sister. From there, I find out that I'm having the call. From there, I begin to have the zeal to become a nun, to be like them, to be a religious. So ever since then, I begin to nurture it until as I'm growing up, until when I'm reached to the stage, that's when I now apply, and I was admitted into the convent.
Right. Now there's some different stages, because applying is one thing. You might think, because a lot of people do that, they might think at this age, okay, I want to do this. But when they actually get down into the test and the trials to prove that, okay, this is what I really am capable of doing that or serving in at that highest level, what are the stages? And you have passed all of them already.
Yeah, of
So
course,
what are
of
the
course.
stages?
Okay, like stages, we have the stages of aspirants. You come for experience. When you come for exam, when you pass, they will ask you to come for living in. We call it living in experience. When you come, that's when you become aspirant. After that, after the 2 weeks experience, they will give you
It's 2
prospectus. 2 weeks experience.
2 weeks, okay.
They will give you prospectus. You have to, the prospectus contains what you come with when coming to the convent. You go back with the prospectus, you buy everything that they ask you to buy in that prospectus. When you come, we call it a postland formation. You begin your postlancy, which lasts like 2 years, and
Right.
yeah, so after the postlancy, then you undergo some some exams, some evaluation, some interviews. From there, after the evaluation, that's where they will know whether you are qualified to continue or whether they will drop you. So if you are qualified to continue, they will now admit you into the novitiate training. The novitiate lasts for 2 years, and so when you enter the novitiate, you undergo some training. They will teach you many things, give you some trainings on how to live the religious life and other things. Then from there, after the 2 years end, that's when they will profess you as a non, as a religious. Then from there, you become a religious. When if you are qualified after the years, after the novitiate training, when they undergo, they evaluate you and they find out that you are qualified to continue, that's when they will ordain you. That's when they will profess you a religious.
Right.
Yeah, that's the stages.
Right. So you reach to that
Then
stage.
after the stage, after the first profession, you still undergoing. There is what we call undergoing formation. You will see undergoing the formation. Maybe after 2 years, you go to Scholastic. There is something we call Scholastic School of Theology. You go. The Scholastic lasts 1 year. Then after that, as you're going, you'll be renewing yearly. One year. You renew like 6 years. 6 years. After the 6 years of 1 year renewing, if you are still qualified and you are still worthy to continue, that's when they will allow you to have your final profession. The final profession is the last stage. Once you reach the last stage, the final profession, that's when you know that you have reached the last stage. Then they profess you as a final professor. You become a final professor. So that's the last stage of it. Then from there, you continue working for God. It doesn't stop. You continue working for God. But you are through with anything called formation.
Right.
You now begin
Any
to
trials
work for God.
now?
Any trials now?
You past that stage.
You have passed the stage of any trial.
But even then, are you still able to, if you decide, after you've gone past the 6 years and you're now fully blown and you no longer have to do any other, training or any other, do you, if you want to leave, you can?
Of course, depends. Yeah, if you want to leave after the 6 years and you think that you don't want to continue, you can write letter of resignation. You resign. Then, if you think you continue, then you move on. That's when you do your final. But once you do that final, that's the final. Once you do it,
what if? I'm just my curiosity is taking me at places. What if you've done the 6 years?
Okay.
By the 7th year, you decide, okay, maybe I didn't think this through, and you wanted to leave, right? And you left. You resigned. You left. But you want to come back after. You're gone now 1 year, you're out in the world and you say, oh, this world is not for me. I definitely was where I wanted to be or where I belonged. And you want to come back. Do you have to go through the full program again?
Okay. The only thing depends on the Mother General and the Council to know what to
decide.
Do. To decide on what to do. It depends on their side. Anything they decided. If they want to bring you back, fine. It depends on what they decide. Is on their hands.
Right.
To decide on that.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. But any of that is possible still.
If it's possible, of course, it's
Wonderful.
possible. Of course, it's possible.
Let's talk about, since you've signed on to becoming a full-blown service provider, what are some of the things that brings you the greatest joy in your element of serving?
Okay, some of the things that bring me greatest joy, at least when I see myself as a religious, it do give me joy. It really gives me joy. Like I normally say that nothing gives me joy than what I am today. So when I look at myself as a religious, it do give me a special joy. Of which that I say that in my next world I will become a religious.
Okay, you do it all over again.
Yeah, of course. So I love it so much. So
what is your thoughts though? We have to wrap up. What is your thoughts though in terms of, because I know in my time growing up, and when you see nuns and you see priests, and you did not approach them like, you looked at them from afar, and they did not mingle like that. They did not, but you bring a different energy to the thing, and that is one of the things that's gravitated me towards you. You really do inspire me, because I believe that if you're in a religious place and you want to touch people's life, you got to be able to mingle. You've got to reach out to people. People must feel that genuineness from you, which is what I felt from you. What is your thoughts on that? Because is it something that is when you in your teaching you're not supposed to mingle, or is it just a personality trait? And what's your thought on how it should be done?
No, of course, you're supposed to mingle. So it depends on the personality. Like some people, it depends on their personality. They will love to be on their own. While some people will like to mingle, you like to associate with others, of which is very, very necessary, because you have to associate with others so that you can win their souls. Because there's no way you can win their souls when we are not associating with them. So you have to mingle with them in order to know them and know how to enter them and know how to win their souls. So it's very, very necessary to mingle with others. Being a religion does not stop you or does not separate you or bring you out from others. No, we are all the same. We are all the same, just that we call in different ways. Even everybody have their own vocation, so it depends on the vocation that God calls you. So anyone that God calls you does not separate you from others. We are the same, so we have to mingle so that you can be able to win souls for God.
Right. Now, lastly, a little fun fact: do you wear this all the time?
Yes, of course.
You have to wear it all the time.
Yes, of course.
If you're going anywhere, you're going. Are you able to do cinemas? Are you able to go anywhere like anybody else? Shopping. You must wear this.
Yes, of course. I go to shopping. We go to supermarket shop. We go to market, buy things for ourselves.
When do you not wear it?
Like only when we want to sleep. Like if we want to sleep, you don't wear it. Your night wear if you want to sleep. But apart from that, if you want to go out, you must wear it. Anywhere you are going.
I'm about to put you on the spot. What if you need to go to the beach? Do you do the beach?
Okay.
How do you do it?
Okay, like in the beach. Oh yeah, of course. We don't wear it to the beach, but the clothes you wear, you make sure you wear the clothes that will cover your body. You will not wear like others.
You will not wear bikini.
You wear
Yes,
like
absolutely. Yeah.
So you have to cover yourself very well. Then after the beach, you come out and still wear your normal habits.
Oh,
yeah, of course.
Wow. What do you want to leave with our viewers?
Okay, what I leave with the viewers is they should hold on to God and trust in God, and also create happiness for themselves. Anywhere you are, just have God in your mind and always trust God. Don't leave God, because once you are with God, you get everything you want. You will be happy with yourself and other people around you. So my advice for them to hold on to God and also create happiness for themselves. And once they trust God, whatever they ask God, God will do it for them.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, sister.
Thank you.
Awesome the rest of the day to you.
Good morning, TBS family, and welcome to another episode of TBS's Lookbook. I am Vanessa Henry Long, your certified image consultant, personal stylist, and makeup artist from Lovely Makeup Artistry and Image Consultancy. Today is a special day. We are going to take you on a treat. And just so that you know, I'm not saying it's just for the ladies, because I know the guys have been at me. I remember you and I see you out there. I'm going to have an episode just for you. But for now, it's a special treat. I'm in a trendy store. I'm in a fashionable store. I'm in one of the most stylish stores that you can get in downtown Castries. And it's none other than Posh Life. Now you hear how I say that with some type of pizzazz and some type of posh feeling. Now let me just give you a little history and take you back, just so you know a little bit about this store that I'm referring to. The owner, Portia Lewis, a fashion enthusiast. I would say she's a personal shopper, personal stylist, just like myself, and she's one who's very enthusiastic about the business of fashion and style. She started off her business in 2016, otherly known, or I should say previously known as Shoppers Paradise 758. But you can only imagine she was selling things like grocery items and fashion clothing. Now Portia, knowing the type of person she decided, my love for fashion, accessories and clothing took over. So in 2017, she decided to fully rebrand in Posh Life. Now you hear the ring on it, Posh Life. So she decided to add her name in the name of her business to give it not just an authentic feel, but give it a feel that will resonate with her personality, and of course her name. So it's really a brand that stands true to authenticity, stands true to the person that she is. And of course, right here I am wearing this amazing blazer from Posh Life, and I will take you to give you a little tour of this store. So if you're looking for something trendy for any occasion, and guess what, summer is still on. I know you must be thinking, okay, back to school soon, summer is not around the corner. No, you still have about 23 more days for summer to end. Well, like someone told me, summer is every day in St. Lucia. But in the meantime, just sit back, relax, and let me take you on a little tour at Posh Life. As I mentioned, summer is on, and as you will appreciate for the Barbie ladies out there, let me tell you, the Barbie trend is on. And as much as I'm not a Barbie girl, or maybe I am a Barbie girl, but I really love the fedora hats and even the color popping clutches and bags that you can find at Posh Life. Let me tell you. Now, someone would think that this is a paid advertisement. It is not. I'm just letting you guys know off the bat, because the goal of the lookbook is to bring you fashionable trends, is to get you up in style, and is to ensure that today, tomorrow, you can level up on the way you dress, your appearance, and create that good vibes about you. So yes, summer is on, and I want to bring you all the fashionable trends. So it's hot out there. So you need that fedora hat. What you also need, you need some sunny glasses, and I'm just going to show you a few of those that you can get at Posh Life to mix with your fedora hat and of course your lovely bags. Well, I had a treat. It is a treat. I don't know if you've ever seen sunnies like this before, but I particularly have never seen it before. Let me tell you, I was like, what is this? How do you put this on? Is it just like, wear the lens? Guess what? It's the fashion. It's at Posh Life. That's how we do it, right? So if you're interested in getting some styles, different shapes to fit your facial structure, and of course, just because you want to be in the trend of things, feel free to head on down to Posh Life, where you can get any sunglasses to fit for any occasion, whether you're heading to the beach, whether it's just a day out with the ladies, and of course you want to be in style, you want to be in fashion. I have so many things to show you from this, so I don't even know where to start. I know I started giving you some little tips and bits already, but it's just so that you know, if you're looking for anything fabulous, ladies, and you want to be in style, this is the place you need to come. Again, let me just remind you where the store is. It's at Air Valmo Mall. When you head into the entrance, the back entrance of the mall, it's about the second store on your left. Feel free to ask the lovely ladies, Stacy and Anika, who will be more than happy to help you to find that perfect outfit, that perfect accessory to go with any outfit that you have for the summer months. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Lookbook, and I will see you next time. Bye.
And that's our show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Join us again tomorrow right here for another DBS This Morning show.